Hello, my name's Tony and welcome back to my channel, Fragdicted. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about a competitor, a genuine competitor to Perfume Parlour. I will go into why, but we're going to be reviewing 3 new fragrances from the Cologne Factory. If you want to find out what these are, stay right where you are. So thanks for joining me. Sorry it's been so long since I've done a review. I've been really busy with life, really busy since things have been getting a bit more back to normal. It's been really busy in the showroom, really busy. That mixed with family life, I've really struggled to find a new routine, a new balance. But I am going to try and bring you some more videos from now on. I can't promise, but I'm going to do my best. And I'm really excited about today. The Cologne Factory kindly reached out to me, which has kicked my bum into action to get a review done and get me back on camera. And I want to talk about 3 fragrances that I'm actually quite excited about. And the 3 fragrances that I received in this box. Now, this box, look at that. It's magnetic from the bottom. It comes well packed. And I'm going to talk about the pricing in a moment, which I find is unbelievable. But the 3 fragrances that I've received are Leather of Tuscany, which is obviously inspired by Tuscan leather, and it does say that at the bottom. The next one is Intense, which is Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. And lastly, this isn't on the website as I've done this review, but I'm sure it will be shortly, and this is Plum Blossom, which is inspired by Plum Japonais, which the company know is one of my favourite fragrances, and that's the reason they sent it to me. Right, before we get into the fragrances, let me tell you a little bit about the pricing, which I think is staggering. You can buy one of these 12 ml bottles, which look like the Perfume Parlour ones, and that will cost you just £5 for one of those. You can buy a 30 ml bottle for just £10. So incredible value. Now, if you want to discover some of these fragrances, you can buy a discovery set of 3 of the 12 mls in a box like this for just £12. And what I love about that is you find a love and you buy a 30 ml and that's only going to cost you £10. So incredible value, and that is why I think they are going to compete or are competing with Perfume Parlour. Quality is definitely up there. From what I've smelt so far, I've done a previous video on these, which I'll leave a link somewhere here. And I was impressed the first time round, so I was quite pleased when they reached out to me again and said, would I like to review some more? A massive thumbs up on pricing, quality. If you put it all together, I think they are really outstanding value for money. So let's start with Intense Noir Extreme. Now, I've tried the original a few times. I've got a really good copy from Rosa Salas Perfumes. I've got a really good copy by Perfume Parlour as well. And does that live up to those? With this one, it smells incredibly like the original. I'm not going to go into percentages because who am I to judge that? But it smells really good. The main notes really do sing out. So it's got that coffee note with the mandarin and the orange blossom. It's got a little bit of spice with the nutmeg, and it's got that sweetness from the vanilla. It's also got a bit of woods in the background. That's what makes up the DNA of this fragrance, and it's done very well. I don't really get an alcohol blast in the beginning. It goes straight into smelling like the original. What I would say about the original, even probably the Rosa Salas one, they do develop a little bit more on the skin, so they change a little bit more over time, whereas this is a little bit more, what you get on the first spray is what you get towards the end of the wearing, apart from it does go a little bit more vanillic as the wearing goes on, but that is typical of vanilla fragrances. But I would say it is a lot like the original. It isn't quite as creamy or as dense a composition as the original, but it does smell a lot like it. They have nailed the DNA. So a thumbs up for this one. This is definitely a hit for me. Oh, and I got Bex to try this and she went, so she likes it too. Now, I can still smell that in the air. It is lingering. So very pleasant, lovely smell. So that is Intense. Moving on, I thought this would be my favourite because of my love for Plum Japonais. It's not actually my favourite of the three, but it does smell very good. Let me just spray that in the air again, just to remind me of what it smells like. Yeah, so what I get from this is it does smell a lot like Plum Japonais. The only thing I would say it doesn't have is that real sweet, nostril tickling spice to it. It doesn't have that depth or that real intense spices that Plum Japonais has that I certainly love. But it has got a little bit more fruitiness. It is a little bit lighter. I would say it's not as traditional as Plum Japonais is. It's a little bit more modern. It's a little bit more of a sweeter, easier wear than Plum Japonais. So for that reason, it's not my favourite. I prefer the original. But for people that think that they would love to own Plum Japonais, it's discontinued now, so you're going to struggle to find it. But you maybe don't want that sort of more, not dated, but old worldy perfume feel to it. This definitely hasn't got that. And it is certainly a really, really pleasant wear. It smells really good. And you know what? It lasts really well too. So definitely worth giving it a try. Lastly is Leather of Tuscany. That's inspired by Tuscan leather. When I see this in the box, I wasn't overly excited, and the reason for that is because Tuscan leather I find personally a little bit challenging for my nose. I don't mind the smell and it does intrigue me a little bit, and I really, really want to love it. I hope other people can associate with that because I really like the smell, but it is really strong and overpowering. I don't necessarily want to smell of it. And that is one reason why I like ombre leather a little bit more. So when I got this through, I was thinking, oh no, is it going to be something that I can't wear? But no, it's not. Spoiler alert, it is fantastic. So the notes in this are thyme, raspberry, saffron, jasmine, liburnum, leather, woody notes, suede and amber. Now, what I like about this, again, let me just give it a quick spray. Oh, see, it's so good. I think this is even easier to wear than ombre leather. It's still got that really prominent leather note to it, but the whole blend is all dialed down slightly. It isn't as in your face. It's got that hint of sweetness from the raspberry. I detect a little bit more fruitiness from this. And I just don't get that really heavy leather feel from it. However, it smells a lot like leather. I know I'm not making any sense, I never do. But this is very, very nice. It's very, very easy to wear. This lasts all day and I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know what, the first time I wore it, I tentatively sprayed the back of my hand. Went to work as normal, and I kept getting wafts of it every time I moved about. I got wafts of it, and I kept going back to it all the time, thinking that is really nice. I really like it. Now it might be that my nose has become accustomed to more challenging fragrances, and now if I went and tried Tuscan leather, I would like it all of a sudden. It could be that. But I think more realistically, this is just a slightly lighter wear. It's not as dense, it's not as deep and dark as Tuscan leather. And that is the reason I really, really like it. So that has been my quick whistle-stop tour of 3 new fragrances from the Cologne Factory. I'm gonna go off and explore the website now. Genuinely, I'm gonna go and buy 3 more for £12. I will bring you back another review of what I picked, why I picked them, and what they smell like. So watch out for that soon. If you enjoyed the video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd really appreciate it if you could do that, and don't forget to like the video. Have you tried anything from Cologne Factory? Leave a comment below, let me know what you think. What would be your favourite, do you think, of the 3 that I've just mentioned? Again, drop a comment. Thanks again, and don't forget to keep smelling wonderful.